Laurel, you'll get a runner to you.
What? A runner? All right.
It seems to be basically one of the more civilian ones for the loyalists.
Mm-hmm.
We're basically a report saying the ones in the priest quarter suddenly just fled.
Oh, so now they're all at the foreign quarter.
Or they're just booking it.
The one from the foreign quarter, the one from the priest quarter went north.
Yeah, they're flying out of the city.
Out of the city.
Well, then we'll catch them. You know, the Sapphire God saying they're flying thieves, not sitting.
Flying thieves. Send the Volsenbrack Zeppelin, shoot them.
Good idea.
Resistance is futile, Bollard's voice
Basically,
will
we'll do
boom
whatever
from
we can
above.
to hunt them down.
You don't have to pay for that.
Well, Riff feels bad, so she won the toss for it, so she'll be nice and.
You've wanted, you've paid so much money to get revived all the time. I think.
Riff has money to spare, I can assure you.
Can we raid the last one, or have they fled too?
You arrive at the last one, and you actually catch them in the process of fleeing.
We can't.
Is the
Riff
leader
can't
there?
fight.
No, it seems they've been abandoned.
They're asked to surrender.
Most of them surrender, and the ones that don't, you can just beat up without any kind of leaders or shadow priests. They are weak.
We'll take them in. These are the guys who refused my offer of amnesty.
Where did our tokens go?
They will not have the honey. They will have the vinegar.
Where did our
They're in
tokens
the foreign quarter.
So we'll get the whip instead of the carrot.
At this point, you can probably drag yourself back up towards the council chamber, because at this, all 5 locations are gone, in a way. Also, for loot-wise, Manachai, from that location which was fleeing, 10,000 gold.
Alright, I'll put it in the box.
In various assortments, but nothing that would interest the players.
So where's the foreign quarter?
That's where Stonehammer lived.
I don't remember where that is.
Don't you remember where we tossed the dwarf into a
Mr.
sack?
Riffland,
Oh,
It was
there.
like the best thing
You're
we
on
had.
but now you're on the council chamber the map.
Thank you.
Council chamber is. Horse, get off.
I don't remember. Where did I sit?
You don't have to be...
Whatever you want to sit.
I sat there. Cause
I know
Bollard
Bollard sat on the very left.
No,
Man, I
I
didn't...
think it was pretty much this.
I saved too many of my resources, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Too sparse.
Can we check that shit out?
We'll probably have some downtime, probably, until the
Probably.
coronation, where we can check it out,
I
yeah.
have a week or some, whatever it was to the
Riff
coronation.
wants to see it now.
2 weeks, I think.
You are quite. You are decently battered from your fighting. Some of
Fine.
you are, at least.
So, Malachi said something about a huge pile.
Oh yeah, but we'll take that after the session, I think.
However, there are and the players. You may now choose what you want to do. You can, if certain NPCs might want to talk to you guys, but you can do your own stuff first if you want.
And Sebastian, make me a remove blindness potion.
Yes,
Thank you.
actually, he has one on his shelf already.
Oh, he's such a guy. It says, for Zoe. Give this to you. He's always ready. He's like the silent butler type. He's like, I just brought you this, and you're like, that's just what I wanted. How do you know? It's like, oh, it's my job to know.
He is like that. There's an anime with a butler called Sebastian.
Black Butler.
He's just like a black butler.
All right,
Sebastian.
all right, sure.
He helps me with my corset as well.
I'll take your word for it.
When you walk into the council chamber, by the way, you will find Bollard asleep here with a bunch of plans for what's going on for the coronation.
Right, let's go somewhere else and invite the Archmage and Luna and take a look at that thing. Flint is dying.
First we're gonna flank around Bollard because he's been working.
Yeah, sure. So we put a blanket on him,
Yeah.
like a woolen blanket. Yeah.
Alright,
Sure.
so let's get the Archmage and Luna.
Yeah.
And
And then let's take a look at that thing.
Oh,
In a
okay.
safe environment, Archmage probably has like a magical lab that's like for checking out evil artifacts.
it's not evil.
Well, we can't be sure of anything.
Luckily, the palace also has a location for magical research, which is quite good warded. So
I'm gonna use. Did I just kill myself? No, I didn't. With heal up, I'll use my rest of my healing spells to heal us all.
Sure, I think we've got a few
Luna will
days.
be by the time you get back. So,
No, we don't need Luna.
but she can.
I mean, he's basically here representing like church people in the city. So
I
puts this sort of out of the bag in the middle of the table. And says, "So what is this?"
Oh, now I can see it.
She looks at it. Looks to the
We're
Archmage.
fancy, we're pricey.
Looks
That's a good fee.
Can I look at it again?
You
can
cannot
see
roll.
it.
You cannot roll again. You got a perfect image from Laurel before.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Can Riff have a
Pretty good.
proper feel? Like,
No!
I mean, if Archmage says it's okay to rob it, it's okay to rob it.
Yeah, but not before.
But if a genie comes up, we share the wishes.
sure.
The Archmage and Luna look to each other,
But we are 4 people.
and they interrupt each other when they both start speaking. And just look to each other again.
One of them is like, don't, the other one must.
The power, the doom.
Luna ends up speaking again because it's more her area of expertise anyway.
Sure.
This is a powerful divine fragment of some kind, some created by a god or maybe a minion of a god, and then just been lost. And
Does it resemble the crystal that the feather was made of?
can Laurel make an intelligence check?
Yeah. Because so that thing's gonna go in the open market right away.
Uh huh.
Not a good roll, but a decent score. He's pretty smart.
Yeah. So, but this is more a simultaneous thing. First, Luna is mentioning the fact it seems to be bound to the god Nephis.
Ah.
At the same time, Laurel, you've identified, yes, that is the same kind of crystal.
Stop her! Hold her down! Man, don't let her get close. He's gonna absorb it and make Nairo into like a bear or something.
He would be
owl
much
bear.
more useful as an owl bear.
Why was this at the Thieves Guild?
The
Is
Archmage
this,
comments-
is this
the Archmage
the
comments probably because it's valuable.
I know what
It
this
is
is. This is the escape capsule. Ritholin escaped in as a
How-
babe
how-
from her planet, and it crashed here.
Yes. It is a planet Namek. Yeah.
Yep.
So how valuable are we talking here? Like,
You're not selling if it is Rift's thing. You're not selling it.
Well,
I mean, she might buy it.
No.
by the fact it's a divine fragment, it would need a bit more research to be exact. But if it's from Nephis himself, it would be valueless.
You're not gonna sell
Value
it like a
less.
god fragment on the
Or it
market.
would be too valuable, invaluable.
We could
Malachi-
or something, surely.
Malachi, we're
Price
gonna
it.
put it
Price
inside
it.
the death ray. That's what
If-
we're gonna do.
If it's from one of
It's
Nephis'
like
minions,
a lightsaber or something.
Yeah.
if it's from one of Nephis' minions, you would guess probably 30,000 gold.
I mean, this is
Yeah,
what's gonna
okay.
use to power the Death Star, right?
If Laurel really wants to sell this, Riff will pay the 30 grand.
You'll probably get a discount for friends and family.
She says that
5%.
she is serious. She wants that thing.
That's fine.
But what are you going to do with it, though?
Let's
Find
not
out what
sell
it can do first.
Yeah, let's
Then
not
let
sell
me
it. Let's
check
research
it out.
But if you touch it, it's going to be absorbed and become like a... I mean, we've seen this before, though.
But if it is part of
But what if it does something terrible?
probably
Like make you
won't.
into like a more
Just-
powerful version of you?
The horror. Everyone looks at the Rithron table, nods slowly. Yeah, that-
Yeah.
I mean, it's not only me thinking this, is it?
No.
Last
You
time
know,
we went on a
I
quest
think-
like this.
I think we should. Poor Rith.
At
I
least we
think
got
we should.
basilisk eggs.
I think we should put this to careful research and scrutiny, and find out what the hell it is and what it does.
Frizzlin, this is a chance to understand what you are.
Exactly, what planet you are from.
Actual research, done by skilled scholars at all the academies. they
Read
they
the
all look
book,
at you.
Rith. Have you ever done that? Read, like mouthing it.
That dragon can't look at it though.
Oh, please.
She's
The
a
only
tell-
book
she's a
Raphael
tattletale.
reads is the one that William has.
What?
The only books that Raphael read is the books that William have.
Those are good books. What are you
Frizzlin,
talking
you just want to make sure that you touching it doesn't trigger some sort of thing.
Of course it's gonna do that.
Exactly.
I think Rith should
Well, a
definitely
chance
touch.
to study.
Clearly touching is going to start DEFCON 1.
I mean, who knows? Who knows, right? These artifacts.
She's gonna summon the mothership when she
I
touches
will
it.
add
If
that.
it is made by a god, you're not going to figure out what it is.
We can
Okay.
attempt. Maybe it's not made by God.
Well, you've already kind of worked out the basics of it, which is, it's a piece of pure divine power in a block.
Okay, listen up. I am not gonna say anything mean about you or your god, Riff, but we all know
This is completely fucking crazy.
that we don't know what action he is gonna take, if it's good or if it's evil.
Kills all.
Which is why I don't trust you or Nephis with this item. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it's Nephis. Not like it's a piece of him or something like it.
And this is of trust.
Well, we don't. When Nephis creates something, we don't know what his intention, if it's
Oh.
good or evil.
Alright, if Riff will look to the group and says, well, let's look at it this way. I have trusted everyone here with enough information about myself, including my home and my sanctum. Could you not give me this one leisure?
But we gave you all the information. You told everything to your sister.
Who is completely loyal.
Aryan, is the item evil? He can detect evil.
As you previously identified earlier, no.
Is it good?
No, it's just neutral. It's just
Plain
it's magic.
neutral.
It's just magic. It's
How
not good. It's not
does
evil.
Aryan feel about the item?
He doesn't really have an opinion.
Well,
It seems like a terrible idea to do something like this untested.
Alright, Riff will put it this way. She will go to the most warded place you want her to go, and you guys can be miles away. She doesn't care.
If
has
she makes one
nothing-
of those crystals that what's his name made, that would probably make it okay, because then if she becomes a horrible abomination of Neth's evil aspect, then we can stop her.
No, she's not doing
Yes.
The
Archmage
Archmage recommends getting her to touch it inside a force cage.
that. Sure.
There you go.
Whatever.
Can I add something? I know for a fact that of an item that Nephis threw on this ground just to do shit, basically.
Yeah, but if it was
Be
to
an
do
asshole.
shit, then it would be evil.
Well, yeah,
Which is not evil. It's neutral.
It could go either way then.
it could go either way. When it's neutral, it's not evil, it's not good. But when Zoe, well, look at it. Listen, I know of an item that Nephis has put here on Earth, just to make it all more difficult for all of us. It is. Okay, you can go rest all if you want.
Sorry.
I will, for a fact, tell you this. Now, I didn't know if I should tell any of you, but the first Imperial arm was not created by the Emperor.
Well, moves his hands to those temples. He knows what's coming now.
It was created by Nephis.
Motherfucker.
Raphael groans, sort of leans back in his chair.
All this trouble, the ruining of the world a few times.
And to add it up, everyone, I suspect, knows which one is the first Imperial arm.
Alright.
It's the damn dreaded box
Riff,
that can destroy everything.
But this thing is
Riffle
not really an arm, is it? It's just a
Yeah.
piece of magical,
Yeah,
crystallized magic.
Yeah,
Like, research it. Take a week. Go with
just-
Archmage to the academy. Take Luna. Go for a week. Check this out. See what it is,
why
and then
don't
we'll
you
decide.
just put Riff, get Alvaron to put Riff in a force cage and get it done with?
I mean, we
like,
kind of know what
if-
it's doing, right?
If it just explodes, then Riff dies.
No, it won't explode. It will maybe change you somehow.
Okay.
Coming
Make
from
sure
the
that change
person
will
who's
be for
got
the better.
Like,
You want to
change-
lose your Rith.
I'm
Laura
just-
was
Says,
changed
says
quite
the one that's turned into half beast.
I
this
knew what I
point.
was doing.
Riff knows perfectly
didn't.
well what she's doing.
Then
She
what
was
will it
perfectly
do?
happy to do this.
So what will it do? Tell us.
She doesn't know what's going to happen, but she's happy to do anything.
But, Can you please listen? Nephis
I don't care what
created
Nephis
this-
made.
Nephis made this damn box that can destroy every magic in the world and gave it to the first emperor.
Yeah, but that's not a box.
That's
No,
not
Man,
a
if you
box,
touch
it's a
it and
crystal.
nothing happens, that'd be so anticlimactic.
Just,
It would.
should we
But
just
that
get
just
it over with?
That goes to show how unpredictable Nephis is when he
Oh, sure.
gives items and puts it on this earth.
Then can you
sure,
trust
yeah.
us with at least a week to
No.
study it?
You guys don't trust me, so why should I trust you?
We're not trusting. We're not trusting you. We're not trusting Nephis.
I mean, why do, like, what is so special about this thing that you must have it? I don't understand.
And like this very instant.
like, what is...
Riff,
It seems like there's a story I haven't been
Hang on.
told.
Riff takes a deep breath and says, "Fine. What I know of this is that this is a fragment of me.
Why? How?
How what? How do I know?
How do you know? And how
Because-
come that is the truth?
If it's a fragment of yourself, you just know. If a part of you was missing, an inner part of you was missing, would you not know when you saw it?
No clue.
I know in the bottom of my heart, and I would swear everything I own and everything I am, that this is mine. And if I turn into a monster, by all means, kill me.
Raphael shrugs. Seems good enough for me.
Why didn't you say that from the beginning?
I did.
No, yeah, sure, she actually did. Well,
There's not of her.
Elrond, can you make a force cage?
Yeah,
If
set up.
Elrond thinks it's gonna be safe, I can trust him.
The Archmage will lock her in a force cage.
Yes,
Quite happily.
Just put, yes, quite happily. Just put her in like the most like the secure like blast vault of the academy or something, and
Well, doesn't the force cage basically do that?
It's gonna
Yeah,
basically
that's-
be.
Yeah. There you go. Let's do that then.
Oh, I'm gonna regret this.
Yeah, it's kind of like releasing the tyrant.
Alright. So if I'm in the force cage with the crystal, Riff pokes it. Oh, hold
Riff
it.
pokes it.
Mm.
Well, everyone watching, you were blind for one round.
Motherfucker.
As it goes to an exceptionally bright light.
treachery.
Riff, you're blinded technically for longer, but that won't matter at the moment.
1,000 gold.
When the light subsides, you see Rifflin surrounded by this cloud of energy, and it's almost like little pieces of crystal, almost like forming around her, in little fragments, in clusters building up. From her back, you see almost like the wings of a hawk,
Seriously?
forming out of crystal.
Oh, more wings.
Your sisters.
Now I'm the only
No.
one who has no wings.
Bollard doesn't have
Bollard
wings.
Well, that doesn't.
He has a broom.
Yes, approved.
Oh,
Sorry,
Riff's skin seems to turn slightly darker, and almost to Laurel's keen eye of how this looks, almost like it probably feels scaly now slightly.
She's a snake.
Not quite snake scale, but you know. As you see her body change and just be infused with huge amounts of divine energy. Would you like to continue, Halldamir?
I certainly can.
You just sent me something, so where-
Yeah. The wings also, they're not a solid like color like Zoe's. They're not like a solid white. It kind of changes different hues of grey from a lighter one to a darker one, and it's like a slow, just like a slow methodical change. Doesn't seem to really stick to one side or the other. It just stays on quite neutral with the grey shades.
You just can't have something for yourself in this group.
Well, I actually me and Dark decided on this.
This has
on,
been
like,
here for a while.
Yeah, we decided on this on like the
Anyway, continue.
Second.
Is there anything else you want to say, or shall I finish off?
You finish off. There's a bit after, but that won't come into.
You see, after Rivlin seemingly infused with this divine energy, and her wings of a greyish shade form around her. All the energy seems to kind of ripple away and subside. Small fragments of crystal just hitting the ground, no longer magical. Riv is standing there, still dazzled for like a minute or two. And the magic in the air seems to mostly subside. The Archmage seems like he's trying to consider if he wants to fireball the cage or open the cage.
I'm gonna let him decide.
Alright. Riff will look to Alvron and put a thumbs up and say, I feel alright.
Just what a monster would say.
She like to release me. Like,
From this prison.
Albert is like, I can't hold her. Run, Laurel. Run.
Useless to resist. Oh no.
So what does she look like now?
Basically, it has like hawk-like wings that go from dark grey to light grey, just slowly kind of washing between the two, going like through the different shades from one to the other.
It's the main change you can see.
Scaly skin?
Yeah.
It'd be very slightly scaly. Not
Ever so
you'd have to be looking closely to notice, but
So what tin plate do you have now?
this is something special which was devised up a long time ago.
I do have the
For now, you will gain a fly speed rifle.
Yes.
You will also gain. I will PM you the rest of the stuff you gained.
But I'm pretty sure those are
It's not the same as yours.
No, they aren't those helpers of Nephis that look like that.
Uh-huh.
I don't know anything about religion.
Well,
I'm the only human left.
kind of read up on Nephis when you told me to be wary around people who sacrifice that believe in Nephis.
Is that okay with you, Halldamir? Or listen?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a mythic level because of all of this.
Anyway, so this light show's going on. Outside the room, you hear a knock on the door. Is everything okay? From one of the servants.
No. Maybe.
Stay out for your own
It's-
safety.
Run! Take William and run!
It's Schrodinger's experiment right now.
No, don't run. He didn't mean that.
You hear a panicked scream as the person runs off.
What? Why?
From their double act to the...
Why would you do that?
You can't actually get to William.
Don't say that to her.
It's cool not to tell her.
Tell her what?
She can't get to William. The gods will stop her.
What?
This is gonna be a dead servant now.
Yeah, so he gets angry at Lord for doing that.
It was a joke.
I hope so.
I never speak out loud anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, she heard the voice in her head.
You said, "Fuck."
Well, you often go to the bar and like talk to people like, I am your conscience. That's a bad thing. You should go home and rethink your life.
He's a very
Be a better
boring
person than you have
conscious,
been.
though.
Like, yes, I should.
The only
This is
things
very
are-
weird.
But the only things are like numbers and stuff. It's really boring.
Statistically, we should have been better at this.
A few minutes, by the way, a few minutes after she runs off, you hear the doors being smashed down.
Oh, calm down, lads.
See
Calm
Elrond
down.
standing there holding Rith in the force cage, all of us looking concerned at her.
You have a feeling if they could, the Sapphire Guards are smiling.
Also, has the thing now that it's fused with Rithlin become more or less valuable?
The value has gone down, you feel.
Oh, god damn it!
You
Crystals lose value as soon as you drive them off the yard.
Well, you think, because the problem is the magical energies are gone. Probably not worth 30,000 now, probably worth 10,000.
All right,
It's still shiny crystal.
scrap it.
The Sapphire Guards look around, just like, is security okay?
Luna will explain everything. Lots of paperwork, I'm sure.
Come here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Luna.
Maybe took like under the arm, like you will explain to us now. Drag her off.
Oh. Feel
So,
sorry.
everything. How do you feel?
Oh no!
Riff smiles and says, a bit better. Nothing drastic.
You feel tired. You need a rest. You
A
feel.
little tired, yeah, but you know that's probably a consequence to fighting all the thieves guild.
I like the fact that I was the only one who wasn't really blinded that much.
We didn't really see that much either. So.
No.
What the point? The point is the entire time.
What's happened to it?
Yes, what has happened to Riff?
Oh, this, well, now of course you will give a good explanation of what just happened.
Riff smiles and says, "Can I at least stretch these a bit, Alvaron?" And points to her wings.
He makes the cage very slightly bigger.
If you want to be moved at some point, that is possible.
Riff kind of frowns at Alvaron and says, "Please."
Looks to Laurel.
Well, looks to him. He knows if it's safe or not. The Archmage
Do you trust her enough for me to open this?
frowned, looks to Raphael.
Raphael blinks and like frowns.
To Zoe.
Looks as though he's blind and can't see.
Why are we all looking at me?
I open it. I'm sure it's going to be perfectly fine.
It must have been chaotic neutral energy coming from her since all the...
If she can break the force cage and kill us all, then I suppose we are
Yeah,
strong.
that's true.
And she will know that still. Could be a bluff to try to get out and have her way with the world, but...
Arion,
we'll
tell
see.
me, is Rifflin bluffing?
I really should have like a divination session without her.
Oh, Arion is not sure.
She's
Will
definitely
she
telling
be
the
a
truth.
Good
Definitely
or
telling-
bad thing for the world?
No, Arion doesn't even like Rifflin, so, he thinks she's telling the truth.
Yeah,
Save
if-
more innocence in her life.
If the hatred for Riff says
Not
that she's
hatred,
telling
it's
the
safety
truth.
concerns.
Luna,
Safety concerns, yeah.
he hands a wand to him. Luna, you open the cage. I'm going to prepare a mace spell.
Good idea.
Sure.
Luna will open the cage for the Archmage.
Not sure. Riff just.
Wow, they
stays
share wands? They must be really close.
Oh, well. That's
Riff
very
like-
hot, you two.
One moment,
like,
mace.
No.
For Raphael.
Complete the mission!
I heightened it. He will never get out.
But yeah, Riff just stretches her wings and. Says,
Okay,
"Oh,
Malachi rolls initiative to combat.
Get out of
Why did
initiative.
it do that, even?
I don't know.
Okay, it looks like we're going to combat now.
No, get out of
Like, I'm-
initiative, please. Please.
Is Rith still human?
Oh,
Is
the Archmage
she
rolled
sort
an
of-
initiative.
The Archmage rolled a
Shadow
1
thing.
initiative.
Sorry,
Please.
sorry, Jonas, I didn't hear that.
If Raphael does like a shadow stab towards Rith, does he feel his blade like seeking her? Is he's still human?
Yes.
Alright, that's good.
Kill her still.
You never did that towards me.
I'm not scared about
You're lawful good. Like
You're like
what?
you're like a pacifist,
Yeah.
healer lady.
No bad stabbing at you.
She's super creepy, cosmic power girl.
Riff smiles and says, Raphael, if I remember rightly, if you touch the wing where you touch, if you're good goes lighter, but if you're evil goes darker.
What? She's speaking in riddles, Laurel. Help!
The color of the shade. If
What?
just
The color,
Tell her to
touch-
touch her wing.
her wings can show your
alignment basically,
alignment.
good or evil,
Oh,
strictly speaking. She says,
sure. Raphael walks up and
Yeah.
touches the wing.
The feathers turn white around your hand.
Oh,
You feel that?
and the cool thing is they kind of like the white. If you only just touch it briefly, it kind of ripples away over the wing.
Mm-hmm.
What
Very
happens
cool.
if my
Which you can
wing
make really
touch-
psychedelic patterns if you just keep tapping it.
Yeah, it's true.
what if my wing touches
Time to start
your wing?
stroking the wings.
Something
Your-
special.
Yours would just go like my wing
So
would go
I
really white. I
suppose we
think.
should have you in the prisons now.
Riff
This is a
frowns.
cheap and effective way to check people's morality.
Riff kind of frowns and says, "If I remember, it's the person has to be willing. It's not a thing like I can touch somebody and
I'm
like
sure they would
enforce
agree
it.
to do it. Like
I'd rather
we
do
don't give
some
people much
different
choice
things
in our
with my life."
prisons.
I mean, we can probably just use a cleric or like a
Yeah.
paladin.
But that takes
Rubber
effort.
wings?
Takes
I mean,
effort.
they make sense. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
An Inquisitor. Inquisitor can do all 4 alignments.
Did we lose
I
Nairo?
like the thought of having like a
No,
line of
no,
prisoners.
no,
wrapping
no,
around.
no.
blew up.
Nairu's around, he's just...
Exactly.
Nairo is like asleep with the ravens.
Yeah, I forgot to copy him. So.
What happened to Nairo?
It's just
I forgot to
exploded.
copy him over. So.
Nairu doesn't look any different.
It's a
So are
pain
there
of-
more pieces of you around?
Riff nods and says, I know of one, yet obtaining it is impossible at the moment.
Oh, it's the one up at Prince Bishop's thingy.
Riff smiles and says, yes.
Prince Bishop has a piece of your soul.
It's in a form of a necklace, and
You-
it's apparently from what I can figure out, he likes to hoard things up there. The angel.
Well,
Well,
you know,
I'm-
when you died, why didn't you go to Prince Bishop with you? He resurrected me up there.
You could have broken into his office.
Yeah,
You did break into Elrond to steal his important things.
breaking
Yeah,
into the angel's sanctum is a little harder.
Alvin
just an
like
angel.
looks so offended. Like what? What?
I'm
Been there
afraid.
many times.
Sorry, I need to I need to go and reinforce the defenses.
I need to go.
As he leaves, you hear the word mace.
Well, we needed to bind an angel.
Mm,
If we had to make Ritland into some sort of
Why did he tell me?
primordial titan that she's apparently meant to be.
Riff
I
smiles and
don't like the idea
Riff
of
is gone.
walking
It's
around.
a maze, I think.
yeah, maze.
We'll get out in like 10 minutes.
When Riff gets out,
Whenever Riff can roll a DC
He
20,
just sits down.
DC
I'm
20
not
will
even gonna walk for the
intelligence check.
Intelligence. Oh, yeah, eventually I'll make
Roll
that. Yeah,
D20 until you get there, basically.
yeah, basically, yeah.
Like a few minutes later, you'll just see her suddenly reappear in the show.
Having run through a maze randomly.
she'll frown and say, "Well, that was unpleasant," but anyway.
Anyway, so
as-
You know, the scary thing for Riff in the maze, she found herself attacking herself in the maze.
Yeah, it's kind of. She'll say, what I kind of remember is, from what I read, and actually from what Nevis has said, I was a form of a Yamasha, which is like a servant of Nephis, but I wasn't quite one, just like a different version of one. He didn't exactly explain, and I don't quite remember everything.
I would like to find.
How close are you and Nethys? Like personal talking person? It seems.
Riff shrugs and says, there's times where he refuses all contact, and there's times when he gladly brings it.
Well, he is completely mad. so-
Exactly. So, if for all we know, his neutral and good sides talk to me, yet his evil side doesn't give a rat's ass. So,
Well, shakes his head. This is all too much craziness for me.
Raphael looks down at his hands. I like swords. And
Oh, look, says I was once like you, Raphael, but I found a way to become more. You can do it too if you want.
I'm
It'll
still.
take some willingness to risk
Raphael holds the cat tight,
experimentation.
rocking back and forth in his chair.
I'm still human.
Remember, Jonas, you're holding the hanging hand of the king. And
Pats Raphael's shoulder. It'll be all right.
With a clawed hand.
yeah.
I feel
At
so
least
alone.
when we look back at all we have done, Raphael, we can say that we did it being just humans, while the others have used cosmic power to fuel their ascension to power.
I didn't do anything. It's my family who wanted to be a little open about relationships.
Raphael rocks back and forth even more in the chair, holding the cat.
There.
And Aryan is a Pegasus.
Rocking.
If you don't mind, you seem to be having a more private talk.
Sure.
But what is the chance of two people in Northside both ending up with our situation and we're living so close to each other?
One. It happened.
One, yeah. Riff smiles and says, to be honest, from what I've read and learned, I should be, at very least, the only servant that has been a servant of Nephis that has been cast down and still lived, I suppose.
What did you do since you were cast out?
Well, I was a kid, mortal, and then, well, you guys pretty much know the rest of the story. I can't really...
I think she asked, like, how did you get cast out?
Why were you cast out of Nephis?
Why did Nevis throw you out of the sky?
Riff shrugs and says, I honestly don't remember. I would gladly tell you, and I would love to know the answers, but I just don't.
Did Zoe see any necklace up at the top of that tower?
No.
Couldn't see because it was like super bright flame of doom.
Well, at least you didn't say that the dragon that lives out in the mountains had a piece.
Well,
You
he might,
speech,
but
remember?
well, he might, but I don't know. That's the only one I know of.
There, Raphael.
But
By the
Soon
way,
the Empire will be reformed. Spellhold
yeah,
will be
Riff had a headache.
Sniffles, nods.
All these mutants will be registered.
Right.
Says the mutant. Yeah, Riff nods and says, well, funny enough, Nephis told me to be patient, and, well, I waited, and it turns out we went and killed the right people, so...
you know what, Rifflin? I can talk to you about the fact when someone tells you to be patient about something. It's so annoying.
Riff smiles and says, but I just need to... I'm not going to break into an angel's sanctum, mainly because apparently that's a bridge to heaven. And, well, gods tend to frown upon...
But the fact that if you try to break in there, you're going to be torn apart.
Yeah, so rather not.
I think you should.
But, we'll...
It's possible you could win.
Possible, but...
Angel is weakened. Besides, I think Raphael and I will go visit the Black Vault.
Yeah.
Some riddles there that could be interesting. With his martial skill and my knowledge, could do any riddle.
Let's go to the Black Vault. You just take me away from here.
It'll be better. It'll be better there. I promise you.
Thank you. Can I bring the cat?
Laurel has...
You still have some real people friends.
Yes.
Laurel had some and hooves and claws.
But he was just a man who done this to himself. Just a human.
Anyway, remember when Rift asked Zoe if she wanted a room?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, she's gonna take up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, you know, it's getting ridiculous.
Sure.
By the way, you will have to learn to sleep with those. It's quite unpleasant.
Yeah, we can...
And your stomach is almost all possible. The extra weight really does terrible things to your lungs.
Riff smiles and says...
Regardless, not sleeping much anymore.
Riff smiles and says, to be honest, I don't actually remember sleeping with these.
Well, now you get to learn.
So, she smiles and says, I think mortal life makes things so much harder. She kind of chuckles.
Yes.
You know, Raphael, seeing you in this state makes me very sad. I'm sorry.
It's always difficult to learn that you're the only normal person in a room full of special.
On the bright side,
You say he's
Raphael,
normal. He's the best damn swordsman anyone's ever seen.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
true.
he's good with a sword.
Yeah, but you know, he did dance so well that the gods turned their heads.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all
that is-
skill, Raphael.
Are we stroking his ego right now?
That's all skill.
Seems to help.
Like, Lord, you know, I can make potion that makes me into an awesome thing, and you can dance so well that the gods think you're awesome.
I mean, you know, it's certainly something Raphael prides himself on, that he's actually...
It's okay. It'll be okay. And I mean, you killed a lot of anyone saw you killed a lot of thieves in there.
That's
And
true.
did you see how much they did?
He nods slowly. Yeah.
I mean, maybe the whole silver spoon born as a god angel thing is not really helpful to their ambition and abilities.
Oh,
They've never had to work as hard as we have.
Liana, you can come in if you want.
Oh,
Another human.
thank goodness.
Raphael,
He looks up, holding the cat. Yes.
the Empress wanted to see you upstairs.
Oh.
What did she break?
A chandelier.
Oh.
Ah, not
No.
one of the chandeliers.
Emperor-
Raphael.
Wait, the Empress?
Yes. Well, Arolda. Not.
Glares at her.
Regent.
Irolda is kind of human. She is of the imperial magical family. Has
She is
been
she's
made
human in all its sense.
mechanical dog beings as her children, but she is as human as any of us.
Riv kind of chuckles.
You know,
and
she's
says,
more human than you guys.
I mean, only Raphael is really human at this point.
Bollard's human,
Bollard.
technically.
Well, Bollard's
Zoe
some
is still a human,
malformation.
technically. She still is.
I have a subtype human, so
Just saying, though. Just saying. You're not a humanoid. These guys are.
True. Yeah. We are
I'm
human.
very far from humanoid.
Bitch.
Yeah, maybe we need to go to the Black Vault or something. And
Yes, your presence has been
Sounds like
replaced.
a place I should have, live in.
I guess
Scythe in there.
Raphael.
Oh,
Raphael
also,
will...
also, seeing all of you for like the first time in the office will bow to all of you.
Good.
Be honest.
Raphael waves.
You don't have to do that.
Wine?
At least.
You,
You don't have to, but it's appreciated.
you're welcome. Raphael will carefully put down Kitten, Hand of the Emperor.
End of the Emperor.
And then he will, get up, a little shaky. Put a hand on Lord's shoulder, look at him and nod. And then he will make his way out upstairs.
She will escort you to the room with you.
Phil,
Yes,
if you need me, I'll be available.
he nods. Hi. And he goes out.
I heard the Empress has been so lonely. She said she wanted a sword fight with someone competent.
Yes, something I can do and understand. Finally.
Does anyone
As
feel sorry for him,
As
actually?
Liana has pleasant chip chat to try and cheer you up as you walk upstairs.
It's appreciated.
It's kind of like being the only kid in a classroom who doesn't get A's in math. You get C's. And everyone just no, it's okay, Raphael. You're really good at other things than math, but we're all awesome at it, but you're not. So but it's okay, I guess. No, that's basically it.
By the way, a few minutes later, if any of you are still in the council chamber, Liana will come back.
Mm-hmm.
Look over the room. From all your work today, which was quite efficient, I must say. The lawyers have decided that for what equipment we did get from hunting down stragglers, some of the profits should not just go to us.
Oh.
And she places the bag of gold on the table.
Certainly kind of you.
Thank you.
How much gold will be added to the pile?
It is 2,000 gold,
Right.
which they gained off stragglers' equipment.
We'll take it. So we did not catch the leadership, however.
No.
The struggle continues.
We did destroy 5 bases.
Yes.
Well, we may all have different abilities, but for example, Zoe, she can't harm anyone. She's a pacifist. So
Riff has no qualms.
Yeah, he's literally like scrupulous.
Yeah.
She'll do
Good,
anything
evil,
for power.
Don't give a fuck.
well, if we're
That's not quite
against
the power.
rogues, she is quite useless. Sorry.
At the moment. But bear in mind, we haven't exactly fought many rogue-based
And
enemies.
she's an arcane caster. In time, she will grow into basically a god.
Yeah.
Need to be prepared for when that happens.
Just you
Someday
wait.
we'll know them, you'll stop her.
Hmm.
Ascend to godhood. Oh.
But she tries to stop us from destroying the Imperial arms. We need to be ready.
Is
We're
there?
not gonna do that, by the way.
They're made from Nethys.
So
So indeed.
Rifflin is still agreeing on destroying the box, right?
Oh yeah.
And that's not gonna change.
No, she's happy destroying the box. Yeah. If any of you asked Riff, she would just be like, yeah, sure, I want to destroy it. I want to destroy all of them, to be honest. She has no qualms about that.
Because I fear telling you, because I feared you'd be like, well, if it's from Nethys, I should keep it.
I mean, if you want a zone of truth, me by all means.
No, it's not like that. I just wanted to be to know that Nethys threw this at the Emperor just to make it all more complicated.
Riff shrugs and says, well, it had to come from somewhere. They came from the same kind of era.
Oh, I suppose I have work to do.
Ah, yeah, I do too.
So, downtime?
There is going to kind of be downtime.
Kinda.
A lot of preparations need to be done before the coronation, which requires people.
Yep.
So while you can, because how many days do we have of downtime, Managai, left? According to your lovely calendar,
There should be like 12.
That would be 13.
13. If I can kind of talk that forward, that's not the right date, is it?
Liana doesn't know.
That is not the right
Today?
date. What's the date?
That is not the right day at all.
What should the date be?
today?
Well, what should the date be at the end of those 13 days?
At the end of the 13 days, it should be. Wait, no, that's not right. Let's see here. It's 2 weeks and. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days of downtime.
And what day should
It will be on the 13th.
13th, so -5. There we go. Unfortunately, you will not have all 8 days. You will have 2 days available where you're not going to be like swarming with papers everywhere to do things. Or in Raphael's case, dealing with either the Empress or training William.
Riff has paperwork? What?
You have paperwork now. You've been given work to do.
God damn.
You're on the council.
Need to
You have
delegate
to
this.
like write all the invitations, and then like deliver them by magic.
If nothing else, you've been also like licking the envelopes.
Yeah, I'm totally delegating those shitty jobs.
Now I
point-
lick these envelopes.
The point is there are a lot of
But I have
jobs.
a beak.
Avians don't have wet tongues.
Do it!
Actually, you won't have 2 days downtime. You have 3 days of downtime actually, because the amount of work divided up, having an additional person on the council cuts it by 1 day.
My god.
So actually, you have 3 days of downtime because Liana's doing some of it.
3 days of downtime, huh?
Well, it's a good thing we have Liana on our team.
You may choose to spend it how you want. You may even do some as a party within those 3 days if you so choose. But you only have 3 days before the rest must be all spent for coronation prep.
I think
Sacrificing it could cause problems.
I think Raphael and I are gonna at some point check out that vault just to see what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
and
let's take a
then
look at
maybe
that then.
we'll bring the others with us.
I'm sure that DDS has no qualms with us helping in the riddle solving.
Maybe we'll go check it out and we'll find out.
Yeah,
No,
he has no
I-
qualms about it. We're just gonna go check it out first.
Yeah.
I actually think that
You
Law
have
and
item crafting.
Raphael are completely competent when it comes to.
Also, as a note to all of you, which since not all of you knew this, from the palaces, from the facilities in the palace, you can get any item crafted by them. However, instead of crafting at 50%, like normal for like crafting, because they have their own wages to do and stuff, and they're doing work for you instead. You won't get it at a 50% discount, but you will get if you need to get an item and need to get it quick, they can sell it for you at 75% the cost.
Okay.
So all purchased items are 75% cost.
Of course, you're still doing a crafting time to get them though from them, but they can craft it for you at 25% discount.
Alright. I'll take it.
Oh.
Moonseer, we're off the hook.
And of course, though, if you get someone else to craft it like Moonseer or Riff, of course, it's still cheaper though. So.
Well, Riff is making horseshoes at the moment.
The most fantastic horseshoes.
Mm-hmm. They're
I
gonna
am
be
keeping
pretty
track of how many.
badass. When Aryan goes into Trout, he will become incorporeal, and so will Zoe.
Anyway, other than that, the session will end for now. I need to go to the toilet.
And
Alright. We want to share the money bag because we have a pretty decent money bag.
Money
Like a real decent money bag.
Good.
Like from all since we killed the king and everything.
Oh,
I am gonna upgrade my headband for Christmas.
sure. Let's
If not,
split
I
the
can
pile.
take it all.
Let's
No.
split the pile.
I was gonna say I could
Split the
make
pile.
like this. I could make like 4 airships with
Split
this
the
bag.
pile,
so
man. Split the pile.
It's pretty good stuff. There's a lot of crap in here. I think we've already sorted it and agreed on what to sell and what not to.
I'll bear back.
So let's see here. We each then get a lot of money.